So, what do I think about the Cleveland Browns signing Jadeveon Clowney? That's a good question. Honestly, I think there are a few teams that I think Jadeveon Clowney could excel with, the Browns being one of them. Why? Because a few reasons. One, I think Jadeveon Clowney is not a number one pass rusher. He's not that guy that you want to rely on to get pass rush. Now, as a secondary guy, I think he would be absolutely phenomenal. When he had guy like J.J. Watt, sitting on the opposite side of him, he actually performed pretty darn good. Not superb, not J.J. Watt style, obviously, but you have that guy who can legitimately take those double teams. And on the Browns, you have that in Myles Garrett, right? You have that guy that teams are going to be focusing on blocking and not have to worry as much with Jadeveon Clowney. So Jadeveon Clowney is going to end up getting a lot of those one-on-ones. And that's going to allow Jadeveon Clowney to use his athleticism to get in the backfield a lot more than what he would be if, say, like when he was with the Seattle Seahawks, and he was the guy for Seattle, and teams just knew, we could just, trap him up with some tight ends and a tackle, and he's done, So, yeah, with the Browns, with having Myles Garrett sitting over there on the opposite side of him, he'd be dangerous. And then on top of that, he's a plus right off the bat because the Browns need run-stopping guys on that defensive front seven. And Jadeveon Clowney is an incredible edge setter and very good against the run. So this fit with Jadeveon Clowney to the Cleveland Browns makes a lot of sense. Now, should the Browns, pay him $14-15 million a year? No. Obviously, I think that he should get a 1-year deal, prove it, because a few reasons. One, the best ability is availability, right? And he's had issues with injuries. Not just injuries that keeps him out of the game, but injuries that he can play with, but still affects his productivity. And that's not something that the Browns want to have to deal with. You want to see him healthy and play the majority of the games during the season in which you're paying him at a healthy clip so he could play at his top ability and get the most out of the guy. That's what you want every time you sign somebody on a deal, especially a free agent. Now, there are other teams I think Jadeveon Clowney would excel with. I think the Indianapolis Colts, I think he could excel a lot there as well because he would be sitting beside DeForest Buckner, and Buckner would get a lot of those double teams as well. But with the Browns, this is just nasty because they went out and they acquired so much talent on defense to try to help stop that run that the addition of Jadeveon Clowney to go with all those guys and Myles Garrett, I think would just be a fantastic addition. I think a 1-year, $8 to $10 million deal, I think, for Jadeveon Clowney would be an excellent situation for both sides. The Browns and Clowney himself. The Browns will get a shot at having somebody with a high upside. Just he's got to show that he can stay healthy. And on Clowney's end, he's going to get paid some money, but he's also going to have to prove that he can stay healthy. There's another problem with Clowney, though, that I have noticed as a Colts fan, right? He likes to try to guess snap counts so that he could get that jump, as soon as the ball is hiked. And if you're playing against a quarterback who is seasoned and knows how to use that hard count, you can get him jumping off sides quite a bit. There's a reason why the Colts beat the Texans a few years back with Andrew Luck back in, 2018? Yeah, in the playoffs, because Andrew Luck hard counted Jadeveon Clowney off sides and gave the Colts a first down, able to hold on to the football, not have to punt the ball, which allowed them to win the game. Jadeveon Clowney is known for that. So you're going to take good, with the bad. But at the same time, I think he's worth it. I think he's worth it as long as he's not that number one guy for you. As long as you are not relying on him to be that number one guy. And the Browns don't have to rely on him. So if he signs with the Browns, I'm happy for Browns fans because I think that they're going to get a top-end Jadeveon Clowney rather than the Jadeveon Clowney that we saw from last year or the year before. I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. And if you like the video, please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Notification bell, obviously, to be notified next time I go live. Don't forget, up here, check out my merch shop. The link is in the description below. And same with my Patreon. Until next time, have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.